Well, I am My Fair Lady, and Jessica here with Crafty Oils has invited me to do a tutorial on how I make my kombucha, which I'm not the foremost expert on kombucha. However, everybody that's ever had my kombucha loves it and has asked me to sell it. So first of all, you need a SCOBY. Now we will have a video on making a SCOBY. This is the brand that was told to me by a friend that you can grow a SCOBY. So if you do not have, someone like me in your life to give you a baby SCOBY of your own, you can create it. Get a bottle of this GTS, and it needs to be the original flavor. Don't get a flavored one because then I'm not sure what's going to grow for you. So, and now this is another baby that needs to be turned into a full drinkable thing. Now, you can make as much or as little of the kombucha as you want. I do a gallon-sized jug, so that's the instructions that I will have for you today. So, for 1 gallon size jar, you need 10 bags of tea. So I've got 8 of green and 10 of black in here. And again, organic, make sure that you're using organic. You're creating and growing bacteria and yeast. And so we'll put this in here. Now the reason I'm doing it in a giant bowl is because I don't have 5 million pitchers that are a gallon size. I have 1. So while this is brewing, we're gonna go ahead and dump this into the jar or the pitcher that I'll use to drink from. And I'll show you what I do in my quasi-second ferment. That's really hot. It took 2 kettles worth of water, boiled water. And then you want to steep this for about 20 minutes, but you also want to let it cool down. So it needs to steep at least 20 minutes. Mine steeps longer just because I don't want to break my glass jar. So pour carefully because you want your SCOBY to stay behind.
Okay, we don't want to drop
the SCOBY in.
Would you recommend people use a filter, or can they just pour like this and it's fine?
I have never had trouble pouring like this, but also do make sure that you don't touch it with anything metal. It'll be caustic to the SCOBY and burn it.
Oh,
so
don't use metal.
Don't use metal. Now you want to leave behind some of the juice because you need to add it to the next batch. So glass whenever possible. Yes, I'm using this. It is BPA free. It is a plastic bowl, but it's fine. All right. So now I'm going to pour the rest of this in here so that I can put it in with everything at the end. And again, we want to grow the right kind of bacteria and yeast. So I'm going to clean this because it's few. I'm going to clean it. So this is drinkable right now. We can drink this right now. I like to flavor mine.
But it's room temperature, so it's not chilled.
It's not chilled, it's not going to taste as yummy. It's not quite as tasty when it's room temperature. But okay, organic strawberries, 1 whole grapefruit, 1 whole lemon, and 1/4 of a cup of strawberries. Because the strawberries are your sugar, which of course my SCOBY's gonna, or the little sediment in there will eat on that sugar, so it's not a huge thing in this. And mine is frozen because I buy like my lemons and my grapefruit in bulk.
Fruit still has its skin on.
It does. So all I did was wash it thoroughly. Get organic when you can, but wash thoroughly. And then if you cut it thin, like slice it really thin,
very thin slices in there,
it'll infuse a lot better.
Okay.
And this is the one that you had.
And it was absolutely delicious.
It is.
Yeah. This is what everybody asks you for.
It is.
It's flavored.
Well, and what's funny is like it's not even just this flavor. Every flavor I've done, people have loved. So I've done the black tea chai. Black tea chai. I've done that. I've done this, and then I have another one that I thought I might show us another time, where you turn your kombucha into like the most amazing smoothie.
A smoothie kombucha. Oh my goodness.
That is great. So now you've got your tea in your jar. And now you need, should I help that out first?
It's still steaming, so you don't want to add the SCOBY yet.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
But we're going to add the organic sugar. From Sam's Club. 1 cup of sugar. Okay, so the reason for the sugar is for the SCOBY to eat. So it does not have to be sugar. I like to use sugar because it's easy and I don't really remember to look for organic juice.
So you could use sugar or organic juice.
Mm-hmm.
To feed your SCOBY.
To feed the SCOBY, yeah. So in looking for the juice, you want to make sure that the juice doesn't have added sugar.
This is still really warm, so
Yeah, we're not gonna add the SCOBY yet. It's still too warm.
we want to get this down to at least room temperature.
Well, and it doesn't even have to be that. It needs to be, and you need to use your best judgment, but if it's still like super warm on your hands, it's going to be too warm for the SCOBY. Because I'm going to be touching the SCOBY, I am yet again washing my hands. After this video, I'll be using my ointment. I have to make lotions.
She makes amazing lotions. So are you worried about them breaking apart and dying
no.
from that?
Mm-hmm. Nope, they'll be fine.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and pour. We'll pour in. And then we want to take the main SCOBY, which will be your thickest one.
The mother.
The mother. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure which is. There's a couple in here, and I'm going to just put them all in. But I think this is the. Okay.
Can you hold one up?
Oh, yep, I can. Okay. So you'll see it's got tea from the last batch on it.
So that one's
So this is my SCOBY.
about as thick as, I don't know, 10 pieces of paper.
Something like that, yeah. It's got a bit of a bubble there, pocket, but it's got some stuff in it. And then gently, gently lay your SCOBY down on the surface. It is okay if it sinks, and it probably will because the temperature in here is not the same as my SCOBY. If it sinks, leave it be. Do not stick your hands in there and go fishing. You want to just let it, go ahead and let it sink, it'll be fine. What it will do is form a new layer. As I mentioned earlier, it kind of looks like pond scum, but it's still beautiful. But yeah, so don't jiggle it, don't move it around, let it just sit because it needs to have that seal at the top.
Okay.
Okay. And then again, cheesecloth. Always cover it, make sure it's completely sealed off. And there you have it. To recap, grow or adopt a SCOBY. And the SCOBY, that stands for symbiotic colony or combination, depending on who you're talking to, of bacteria and yeast. Brew a gallon of tea. It needs to be organic. For a gallon of tea, you need 10 bags. So again, this that I did was 2 black and 8 green. Then you add a cup of organic sugar. Mix that up, let it cool. You're going to add the juice from your previous batch. Very slowly place your SCOBY on top, very gently. And again, if it sinks down, don't go fishing, just let it go. So what you're going to have here is your 7 days, it's still going to be kind of sweet, and it'll still taste mostly like tea. The 9 or 10 days is it's going to have more of the sour note to it. It'll be just a little bit carbonated.
Okay.
And it's going to have better probiotics.
Okay, so in 10 days, you will pour the tea into your emptied clean pitcher, very clean, and then flavor it the way we did this one, and you are done.
And you don't even have to flavor it.
And you
As
don't
you
have to.
Taste it.
Yeah.
You tasted it before the flavor is actually infused in it.
Yes.
You can drink it that way too.
Right. That was amazing. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you so much for letting me
Check
do
out
this.
My
This
Fair
is
Lady
great.
on Facebook,
As well as Crafty Oils.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.